Good morning, Granger. My name is Jared Wright. I am the new principal here, and I'm excited to start the school year with you. I met a lot of you in the hallways of the past couple days. I apologize to those of you who I've sent down the wrong hallway as I've given you directions. I don't know this building either, so sorry about that. Students, want to welcome you formally to the 2025-2026 school year. It's been amazing to get to know some of you and your parents and this incredible faculty and staff here at Granger. And I'm looking forward to a great year here. I just want to emphasize a few things as we get going with the school year. A lot of you are asking about pouches and phone policies and everything. Some of you have even tried to bribe me a little bit, which I appreciate, but I'm a little bit more expensive than that. Yes, as you know, we are still following through with the Yonder pouches. We are a phone-free school between 7:30 and 2:10. That means at 7:30, phones need to be put in your pouch and away so we can focus on learning. That also includes passing time, if you're in the bathroom, definitely during lunchtime. So be sure you're locking that up. Freshmen, as you get used to that, you'll see that it's really helpful for us to focus on learning and to make sure that our environment is focused on learning and it's free from distractions. We're a phone-free learning environment. Also, students, I shared this with the freshmen a little bit. There's some keys to success in high school, and these are all things that you all know, right? Being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there will get you about 90% of what you need to be successful in high school. I'm, of course, talking about going to class, being to class every single day in all of your classes, but also to getting to class on time. Our focus here with the administration and the teachers and the staff here is to support you in that effort. With our On My Way program that will be checking you in if you're tardy for class, following through, and holding a high standard of attendance here at Granger because we know that helps you be successful here. We are very fortunate to have an exceptional faculty here. They are dedicated, they're well prepared, they're some of the best in the business, if not the best in the business. And I know that they will use your time wisely if you go to class. So be sure to get to class on time, be there every day and all the time, and you're going to have a successful time. I want you to know, too, that we are here to support you in your high school experience. We encourage you to get involved, right? This week is Club Rush Week. You're going to hear more about that later on. You'll hear down the school year other opportunities, school events to participate in, dances, coming to plays or musicals or whatever event, an athletic event that's going on here. Join in what's going on here at Granger. Comprehensive high schools have a lot going on. We do too at this school. So please be a part of it. The school is here for you and we want you to have a good high school experience. I want you to know, we are here for you. If you ever have any questions or concerns, come and talk to us. Anybody, the administrators, the counselors, or teachers, we want to support you in your high school experience. I encourage you to pay attention to the videos that you're going to be seeing today and in the rest of the week. With some really important information about how you can be successful here in high school, and know that that is our aim here for you. So with that, come say hi to me in the halls if you haven't already. Again, I apologize to those of you who I've sent down the wrong places. I'm still getting this place figured out. And again, express a real deep gratitude that I can be part of the Granger Lancer family. Go Lancers!
Students, let me talk to you for a second about hall passes. Students need to have a hall pass in their hand that is visible. The hall passes are color-coded from their teachers. So hall passes are to be used for bathroom breaks, trips to the office, the counseling center, or the library, and they're good for about 3 to 5 minutes maximum. All teachers have classroom rules and norms for their hall pass use. Follow your teacher's instructions on hall passes and ask them any questions that you might have about what color hall passes they use and where the nearest bathroom and water fountain is to their classroom. Make sure, students, that you have your hall pass in your hand so it's visible to the trackers and administrators as they're patrolling the halls. Students cannot be in the halls without a hall pass.
Good morning, Lancers, and welcome to a 25-26 amazing school year. We are so excited to have you back and doing good things. I am here to talk about our phone-free learning environment that we had started last year. It is now a statewide mandate, though, for all schools to remove phones from the learning environment. So we were just ahead of the game. We have issued every one of you a Yonder pouch. at this point. And if you have not received one, come and see one of us here in the counseling center in the front office there, or in the counseling center front office, and then, or an admin, and we can go ahead and get you a pouch assigned to you. Each pouch has its own unique number, which you are responsible for. If you choose to damage this in any way, cut it up, color on it, do anything funky with it, you will be charged $20. So please just avoid doing any of those things. This is a tool. It's a learning tool, just like your Chromebook, any of your textbooks, things like that. The way that this is used is you have a button on one side and a round circular ball on the other side. The round circular ball will insert into one of our unlocking devices, which you can find on the flagpole, or your teacher may have one as well. It also might have a whole contraption attached to it. But the most important part of this whole contraption is the magnet. So this magnet will go onto that circular ball-like area in the back. If it doesn't automatically pop up, then it'll just pop up right as soon as that you push your thumb onto it. Once you have opened up that pouch, you can put your cell phone right on in and close it on up and have it for the rest of the day. If by chance, though, just like anything in life, we have rules, regulations, things that we have to follow. What we can choose is whether we're going to follow it. What we can't choose are the consequences. So I like to tell people sometimes that there are rules that I don't love, but I still follow or understand that I have to accept the consequence. One of which is using my seatbelt. I'm not a big fan of my seatbelt. I hate using my seatbelt. It's uncomfortable. And so sometimes I don't use my seatbelt if I'm by myself in my car. If by chance I choose to not use my seatbelt, and by chance there is a police officer that catches me, then I don't get to choose what the consequence is from that police officer. Police officer may assign me a fine, and I will have to pay it. And if I choose not to pay it, then go to court, all the things, right? So I can make it into a big issue, or I can just accept the small ask from me in wearing my seatbelt. So we are asking a small ask for your phones to be put away during the school bell to bell. From 7:30, when the bell rings, till 2:10, those cell phones are put away. That's a small ask. Now, we can make it into a big thing by saying we are also having the consequence if we choose not to. So the consequence is there. If by chance we have the first or second offense that we have chosen to not follow, then we will then have to then put that pouch, we'll have to go ahead and put our phone into the pouch if we didn't actually do that day. If by chance we had no pouch with us, if we chose to forget it at home, we chose to be silly and say we don't have it because we don't want to put it in the pouch, then the phone will be collected by the adult asking for your phone if you chose to take it out from the bell to the bell. If by chance you've had to have that handed over twice, or we've chosen to not have our phone in the secure location, then at the third time, you're going to meet with one of us administrators, and we're going to have to remind you that the fourth time, your phone will be kept here in the front office. So anytime that your phone is collected, it goes into a safe that is kept by Miss Miller, Miss Nancy, and she will keep that in a very locked place, very secure, and you can collect it at the end of the day. However, if you're at that fourth stage, that phone will stay in that safe until your parents can pick it up. The problem with that is that sometimes our parents are not available till 5, 6 o'clock at night, and our offices are now closed. So you would have to wait the whole night, possibly the next morning, to be able to get your phone. That just seems like such a big pain. If by chance we did it the fifth time, then we have to not only keep your phone, but our parents have to then meet with an administrator. So sometimes that wait could be even longer. Gosh, that seems so frustrating. So you can choose to use the policy the way we're asking you to do it, or we can make it a bigger deal. And I hope that we don't make it a bigger deal. We as administrators don't want to take your phones. The teachers don't want to take your phones. Nobody wants to go ahead and take that away from you. We want you to have your property. But the law tells us that we have to make this a phone-free environment. And what we have established from our community council and from our teachers and all the input that we received, that we're going from bell to bell. The only exception is if you are obviously checked out, if you have home release, if you have GTI, or if during the lunch time that you have, the half hour that you have, if you choose to leave campus. Those are going to be the only opportunities for you to go ahead and unlock your phone so that you can make sure that you have it available in case there's an emergency. So, for example, if I choose to go to McDonald's for lunch during my lunch, if I'm first lunch or second lunch, I can do that. And I can go ahead and go to the unlocking station over by the flagpole, unlock my pouch, and make sure that my phone is available for Apple Pay or anything else that you may use to go ahead and purchase your lunches. Or, again, if there's an emergency, you have your phone available for you. If by chance the flagpole we've forgotten somehow to get that unlocked, just come to the front office and remind us, and we'll be happy to get that unlocked for you. Once you have come back, and we hope that you're on time, because once we leave that campus, we eat up a lot of that half hour really quick. So we hope that you're back on time. And once we're back on time, we are then putting our phone back in our pouch and putting it away and making sure that we're not in that space where we're going to have our phone having to be taken away at some point, maybe even like locked up until our parents can come. Now, today is Monday. So today and tomorrow, Tuesday, you are welcome to use your phones in the hallways only if you are checking your schedule. Starting Wednesday, we are going to go ahead and start saying from bell to bell, that's the only time that we can, that from bell to bell, or in that time that we're leaving the class or leaving the building or having that lunch period, that is the only time that we can have our phones unlocked from our Yonder pouch. So again, Monday and Tuesday this week, you're welcome to use your phones for your schedules only, but during the class time, they are put away. And if a teacher sees them, they will go forward with pouching your phone and all the things. So again, let's just make sure that we have them put away. I hope we have a successful and amazing school year. We had so many really great things that happened by putting our phones away. We heard from students that they met new friends, that they participated in clubs a little bit more last year, that they were able to socialize and have some fun things at lunchtime, and that they hadn't had that before. Great job. Let's keep doing that. The thing that administrators, teachers, adults in this building are super excited about is that our fights were reduced last year, because we're not sitting there on our social media yapping back and forth to each other and continuing an argument to get to a point that we are now wanting to actually fight. Want to make sure that we're safe, we're secure, and more importantly, that we graduate. We want to make sure that you are graduating. And we had a huge success in having higher GPAs, higher passing rates. All of the things last year were better. And we do feel like there's many things to contribute to that, but cell phones were one of them as well. That was a change from previous years. So let's keep doing awesome things. Let's make sure that we are getting to that graduation status and we are keeping ourselves safe and secure and doing all the things that we ask here at Granger High. Have a great year, Lancers.
Students, I want to talk to you for just a second about the on-the-way process that we have. If you're late to class and you need to be checked in, you need to hurry and go directly to your class after that check-in process takes place. Typically, students, if you're more than 10 or 15 minutes late and you check in at the front table or the front doors of the school, you'll get a slip of paper. They will enter your name into the system and send a message to your teacher saying that you have been checked in and that you are on your way. You have a couple minutes to get to class. It's way better to be marked tardy than to be marked absent. So once you've been checked in and gone through that process and you receive that on-the-way ticket, make sure you go directly to class and give it to your teacher and let them know that you're there so you don't get marked absent instead of just being marked tardy. If you do check in, you don't show up to class, then you could get a truancy ticket and be marked absent, which both is really kind of bad when it comes to your citizenship grade. So if you go to the check-in table, get your check-in ticket, you want to hustle and get to your class as quickly as you can, and make sure that your teacher has marked you present and not absent for the day.